Hey guys, so this is my park called Six Flags Colossal Heights that I built back in 2005. Before playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, I was a roller coaster enthusiast. So after a bunch of fantasy parks that I built, I wanted to build a more realistic park. This one takes inspiration from all Six Flags parks, but mostly my home park growing up, Great Adventure in New Jersey. And remember, this was 2005, so there's not going to be any RMCs or anything like that. If you like these park tours, let me know in the comments and subscribe to see more. And let's get going. So here's the typical Six Flags entrance, Main Street area with the Six Flags logo that I built out of block pieces. Now, unlike my other fantasy parks, this is actually a functioning roller coaster tycoon park with a solid park rating. Here in the entrance area, you've got the typical carousel and Ferris wheel, some other flat rides, and the shops and restaurants. So the first themed section going clockwise is the Old Frontier, your classic Western area. And here's the first roller coaster, Medusa, clearly inspired by my home park, Great Adventure. The Zero G roll going through the Kobe roll. I like that part. Pretty typical B&M layout of the early 2000s. Nice stats going on. And then over behind Medusa is the huge GCI Woody El Grande. Again, nice stats on this one. And it's kind of funny. I made this a year before El Toro was built in Great Adventure, so I like to think I was foreshadowing it. The big wooden roller coaster next to Medusa. But this one's more of a GCI Twister. Then out over here is the Shoot the Chutes. With the final drop going under Medusa. And then the last big ride in this section is Runaway Train, a typical early 90s Aero mine train. Again, also more inspiration from Great Adventure. Got the double chain lifts, kind of like Thunder Mountain at Disney World. And then over on to the next section that every Six Flags needs is Movie Town. First coaster here, after little Scarecrow flat ride, is Batman Begins. And I wanted a change of pace from the Batman the Ride clones that pretty much all the Six Flags have. So I went with a B&M Flyer here. Theming I was going for is kind of like the gritty Batman Begins Gotham look, but definitely not over the top since we're still talking about Six Flags. And again, you got nice stats on this one. And then over here is Joker's Jinx, which is probably my favorite ride in the park. It's a premier spaghetti bowl, which is pretty common back in like the early 2000s, late 90s. This whole mess of supports. I think I got the overall look pretty spot on. Although the intensity rating is a little bit high. I'd like to bring that down, but I still like the layout of this a lot. And then the last coaster in Movie Town is Superman, the big Intamin hypercoaster, obviously inspired by the actual Superman Intamin hypercoasters. The layout of this one is a little bit more of a twister, like the Six Flags New England ride, more so than the one in Maryland and upstate New York. So that's Movie Town. The last section we're going to enter back from the front of the park. This is Forsaken Forest, which I like to think was the original part of the park back when it was built in like maybe the 70s or something. So the rides here are going to be a little older than the rest. Here we have the twin Din wooden roller coasters. I like to think it was inspired by Rolling Thunder at Great Adventure, which is no longer there, but it's definitely a classic of my childhood. Then over here is Shockwave, a typical early 90s aero looper. And back over here are more restaurants and a giant drop. And finally, the last little area is Looney Tunes Land for the kids. We just got some typical kiddie coaster and a bunch of flat rides here. Oh, and also we got a Rapids ride and some go-karts back over here. But that's the whole park. This one won the RCT2.com VP runner-up back in November 2005, which I was pretty proud of. So yeah, this is Six Flags Colossal Heights. And again, let me know if you like it, and I'll keep posting more of these parks that I made. All right, thanks.